there for Acend.
Well, they've been in the lab, they've been trying to cook up something a little different, and well, we're gonna have to see if the proof is in the pudding. Already a quick piece coming through the door. This is very unique, and Russ not breaking a sweat, just gonna decapitate two, dinks up, and the damage this man is outputting is unbearable, and Trexx is there just to steal some of these. Oh, softened up before by Russ, and Trexx in combat. Oh, Sayf. The timing is dangerous here. Really sketchy. I think Sayf just spotted Kiles too, for sure. But the aggression over towards main's already been met by force. cNed and Zeek going to succeed in their battle, and the site's pretty much open and available. It'll be difficult to do much damage by now. Keep your eyes on Trexx, probably one of the better equipped players on the guild side, at least in this round. As thus far, they know the site's quite clean, and Sayf, he's been stuck in that awkward situation the entire round.
He's taking a lot of damage as well. So he's just trying to trade that back, but I really think there's any opportunity for Guild to find some damage towards Acend here. They've already uncontested got the plant. Kiles still maintaining full control of halls. Will actually be rewarded for it finally. Whoa, okay.
There it is. It was a battle for the vast majority of the traditional round timer.
Okay, Sayf. Well.
All right, Sayf. They kind of called out. They want to see him fire up a little bit.
Kiles, will he find the second up here? He will.
Now 3 left. Damage done towards Zeek, but he's still standing. Still buying time, spamming away, keeping this one safe as can be. Kiles, the dance wasn't the most beautiful. It's pretty much got the job done. Trexx and Sayf, I think, you know, this one's pretty much cooked here. You haven't had enough progress towards the players sitting deep towards the post plant, the back lines of things. And yeah, they want to keep that up and keep that rifle in play. So game time indeed. Away we go. Going to keep these through to the next couple of rounds. But again, damage done early on, but Acend with a lovely little slight take. I don't see anyone else moving. Now he's going to hit. I don't think he saw him on that first peek. But the call's going to be made. Stunners of a shot. Oh, he actually had a chance on the third as well. But the damage is done. Look at them. They're hemorrhaging players down to 2.
17 HP.
Trying to do it. Yeah, this is not pretty. And there's already players here. 13 seconds. They've run out of time and they've run out of options. They just have to try and pressure this. Pressure the issue. A lot of the potential problems, the footballs that could have cost them some early presence. But Sayf getting a little curious about this. And I quite like that. How long can he stay here, though? About then. That's the timing, and there's the punish right off the back of it. Zeek denies any ability to get away from that. Huge damage done, and the site's all theirs. Spike gonna go down, and I don't think many can really deny this. But now, actually, cNed's gonna find koldamenta too, so let's see if Russ is gonna be very diligent in this check. There's been a lot of pressure from here, so they're being hyper aware of any presence going down from Tube, and that's gonna be a player and a half advantage. Look at this. 3 players down for Guild. So a tall task to do much damage now.
Leo going to find one. Gears will fall with Zeek. Trades out onto Trexx. Now it becomes ever more difficult. Noted as well. Starxo with the pinch. Then with a clean round there.
Swift coming out from Guild. They're in the right place for it. Can they... Much to deal with it. The wall drops and cNed says hello, but only good for one, but the trade comes in with Starxo finding Russ. This is a bloody battle, and already the numbers sitting favorably towards Guild. In a 2v1, koldamenta finds... But I think on the attacking side, it's definitely something that I'm a little uncertain of thus far, because I think we're seeing some of those issues become quite prevalent here. As Guild are putting up a wonderful defense. They're playing a great game, but there's no way in. They're down to 10 seconds and they're taking dry fights.
Yeah.
Like, this is quite tricky to watch. I think the theory crafting might be not necessarily off, but yet to find the magic recipe to make it work, right? So, no, it doesn't. And Sayf already with the punish.
And a second.
Oh, he's got a follow-up too. That's lovely. Zeek gonna go down. Third, yeah. cNed made to look like he doesn't belong. When all this happens, Russ kept him safe. That's all he had to do. There's one job. Sit there and you make sure no one's going to push me. And it's flawless.
By Zeek, this Zeek with the KO ult. Again, makes sure that the spawn's affected as well.
That's part of the plan, it looks like. See if it actually pays dividends. Good start for Zeek there, finding koldamenta. Flash goes on through, buying more time. Spots another target towards the site. And Zeek is just being the Terminator right now. Finding Leo is huge. And now Trexx, Sayf, and Russ kind of put on the back foot instantaneously. A huge investment, but why not? You might as well at this point. 3 remaining on the play back in, and Russ has to be instrumental, integral to this. Only good for one this time is Zeek, the unrelenting presence, and cNed wants in on the action. But again, it's not surprising that they can pull off these sort of turnarounds, and, well, Sayf off to the best start he could have imagined. Going to find Zeek. And actually, cNed wants in as well. He's going to double down on this.
Leo will at least note the second position here, but starxo will be called upon now. What? Okay. Well, starxo didn't even get a chance to put a snake bite into that smoke.
Feels bad. And Kiles, going almost full Nico on that one, but he's fine. He's fine. Still gets the frag, but again, you're looking at a 2v4. cNed and BONECOLD gonna have to dig deep on this. cNed's actually a little further ahead than maybe expected, but it looks like trexx is already checking on it. Very intuitive play from trexx there. Very heads-up play. Oh, but BONECOLD takes off his head. He needs more of that. Can he muster up anything else, or is this one cooked? 1v3, 2 more. Chambered. Make it 1. Done for Guild.
In that rotation with starxo relaying this information.
Great timing on the push out from him.
30 seconds left.
And no confirmation on the flash. Zeek is sitting very deep, and now there it is. Everything enough noted. koldamenta connects towards cNed. So back to an all-even affair, but bear in mind the pistols nowhere near a head-to-head matchup with the weaponry coming out from Guild, but Zeke's still going to show up a little bit here. He gets the second. 13 seconds now. Time is a factor, and it's a problem. They're going to try and overwhelm. Leo can't control it. Kiles swarms it, and that's going to be Acend. Converting around, they should have had no right to do. Lineup prepared from koldamenta. Other side, starxo. Ready to go. Got BONECOLD not far away either. You can see the utility just to slow down the roll. Jet going to come on in, do what Jet does best. That's going to be Sayf trying to create that space, and the follow-up now coming in, but look who's going to try and slip the net. You've got BONECOLD creeping a little closer. starxo is actually going to find Sayf on that. A little surprising. And starxo just dips into the ult, but they haven't noted BONECOLD. Yes, they have, apparently. koldamenta turns on a dime, spots BONECOLD out, and this is overwhelming. Zeek going to connect too, but this is good from Guild. Bring to a 2v2. The underhand looks so on the money, but it wasn't to be, as now Kiles with a far from ideal weapon, looking like a grand out here, but oh, Leo shuts it down, and Guild. And his exploration towards middle begins, but a default somewhat being held. A little unorthodox if you're looking towards this side, see if anyone's trying to get that pressure building down tube. And koldamenta, what a shot towards cNed. Gonna remove his presence from the game almost instantly. And now the map feels so open.
Take flight.
He does. See Guild try and build on the back of this now. There's only Kiles here on a site. BONECOLD still in halls, but again, Sayf actually in position to punish that. And the timing of the owl drone there just had BONECOLD completely disconnected. And Russ is in a dirty spot.
It's so good. If he just gets that, like, the timing right, check every now and then, doesn't have to overdo it, but that's perfect. Find Zeek. Expects the follow-up, but starxo's way too quick on it, but still, by now, that'd be a 1v5 you'd have to do, so he's being hunted down. You can see him. They want to put everything to remove that rifle from him. 4 alive. Way through middle. You can see maybe a little bit of exploration coming out. Yeah, it's cNed. The reach. Oh, cNed! A shot and a half from the man himself. Culling Russ and quickly putting Guild back on their starting blocks here, but Guild are building momentum. They've got 11 rounds on the board. But again, 3 players in this round and not a lot of site progress made. Spike still back down by Spawn. This would be a tall ask of them. Lovely work from Leo. Very heads-up play.
Beautifully done. Didn't even need the confirmation from the recon. Response is there. Kiles finds trexx. Further damage can Leo do? koldamenta actually comes to challenge starxo, but the timing is heartbreaking. starxo will punish him. cNed doesn't have to lean on just yet. Zeek can't get caught off with this, so will actually eat the second tag, but somehow escapes death.
Yeah, but look at the pace coming in through middle. The pigs are going to go in. They're going to really try and just turn the screws right about now. Guild need to make this land. The spray's wild, but he's still alive. Russ finally gets Kiles, but the answer back is swift. 2 quick frags, and Russ and Leo are down, but that's koldamenta's time to shine. Comes in, finds Zeek. We're down to a 2v2. koldamenta pressured, puts out of his misery by cNed, and now it's all on Sayf. a 1v2, 30 HP, and no spike to hand. Has to make his way out of there. Still a minute to play with, so there's room to work. Where does he go with this? Backs away, and on the other side of things for Acend, you've got to respect the fact he could readdress this A site. You've got to play together. You've got to play as that two-man pack. You can't really move away from that.
cNed's trap, though. It's going to notify them immediately.
Bing!
Yeah, that's tough. And confirmation of they already believe the jump spot. Sayf maybe not expecting them to be up in nest. I think he was trying to jump spot tunnel there.
They're quick to it, man. They're quick to it. Ned's en route. Zeek going to be pressured down, though. He's actually standing and fighting on this. That's
strange.
A little curious. But it looks like the boys are there to back him up, but maybe a mistake. Again, Guild, if they had more substantial weaponry, there could have been a spiral off the back of that, but it has been dealt with. Kiles and cNed make it over in time, and trexx and koldamenta, shot. But it just feels like Acend are playing with their dinner.
Tagged up here, no doubt. A little bit of utility to follow up, but cNed finds his third. BONECOLD will close the round out.
He's known for it. cNed, start towards the side. There's BONECOLD popping the ult as well. And I'm looking at Guild. They've made progress, yes, with Russ, and the second string tail will be safe, but the rest of the players are kind of creeping on middle. That's not bad. But again, they're going back for this lane towards that A site, and I'm looking at who's here. Kiles is still sitting on the site. He hasn't fully moved away. There's players pouring in through middle. Spike being ferried over by trexx, but Kiles unchecked on. Allowed free reign, finally handled. Oh, Leo above. Finds Zeek as well. And now it's all on BONECOLD, but beautiful work on the play back in from Leo. The man...
Gonna send bodies aplenty over, and this is weird because BONECOLD's at bottom mid here. Viper's pick goes through. Stuck Kiles actually will find trexx pretty early on, but nobody else from Guild will probe any further.
No, but they're going to be... They can't really back away. Look at BONECOLD's position coming in. They're going to be stuck where they are, and that's going to be made out. That call's going to be made. They know they are on the site. This has to be cleared as best it can be. koldamenta does find BONECOLD. That opens up options. They can slip back a little bit further. Russ finds starxo. This is looking good. Guild going to dig their heels in, and now it's down to cNed and Kiles. Make it just one. In a 1v3, Guild have done so well here. I thought this could have been another problem, but no, dealing with BONECOLD perfectly and putting Kiles into the unfavorable scenario. It's over. Leo sealed it. Map 3 is on the cards.
What a performance.